It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Dallas Mavericks. For the Mavericks, they come into tonight's game after a loss to the Pacers in Indianapolis. They suffered a blowout loss, trying to leave that one in the rear view and focus on the game at hand. Guys, how about Dirk Nowitzki? He showed he can still dial it back a little and still be one of the biggest offensive threats in the game. How long can this keep going on, Shaq?
Well, whatever he's drinking, I want to get a brewery of that. He can play at a very high level for at least a couple more years, and he could do it into his mid-40s.
Wow,
I'm
mid-40s? I don't know.
I'm jealous.
Mid-40s, wow.
He looks good out there.
But I don't think Dirk's the kind of guy who's worried about records, so I think he'll just consider leaving when it's time and when he feels good, but he's going to set a lot of records anyway.
Well, he already passed me up.
Yeah, well put. And now we send you over to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And this is a one-and-done trip for Dallas before going back to their Mavericks fans. And, of course, Chris Paul. We will see him getting used to his new team, the Houston Rockets, in this one.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Curry is out there with Matthews. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Noel. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4 spot.
And Harrison Barnes is a player who can quietly float along in the game but end up with a good amount of points. You feel like he can be forgotten sometimes on offense. And all of a sudden, he'll hit you with an incredible dunk and spur a 10-0 run just from his one play.
And Noel with the basket on the assist by Curry. Noel's got the opening basket of the game for the Mavs. Paul outside. And the pass to Gordon. And there's the 3-second violation. And Barnes definitely does have that show-stopping dunk potential.
Now, a lot of guys that could dunk like he could dunk, they only want to dunk. But that's just not in Barnes' game. He likes to post up or float the space if you leave him be.
Here are the Mavericks now. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, the inability to make threes in that game, because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Well, it shows you that guys like to play inside and out. Keep the defense guessing. You don't let them load up on you along the perimeter.
Now Gordon. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Paul dishes to Nene. Back to Paul. Releases. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry kicks to Noel. Matthews against Gordon. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Paul. Nene, the screen. There's Gordon with the three. Barnes grabs the miss. And so it's Dallas with it. Tries from 10. Dallas again missing.
1 for 5 to begin this one. Not the start that they wanted.
Here's Gordon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The playoff picture becoming more clear as every day goes by. Chris, do you feel the 16 spots is the right amount of teams that should make the playoffs, make the postseason?
Yeah, I do. You can't have more than half. You know, you can't have much more trying to make it to the playoffs. Listen, every team shouldn't make the playoffs. There's winners and there's losers. You have to deal with it. So, you know, I feel like, yes, that number of 16 is right on the mark.
Well said. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And with Dirk Nowitzki setting screens in the pick and pop and Coach Rick Carlisle's schemes, the Mavericks always have the foundation for a terrific offense.
And he makes both free throws. And the Mavericks with great ball movement and player movement, and they limit the turnovers.
Yeah, a disciplined group. They have a clear concept of what they're trying to do, and one of the top teams in the league in terms of catch-and-shoot attempts. They keep it moving side to side, and the players off the ball stay in constant motion.
Matthews, the offensive rebound. Nowitzki's shot's good.
He truly has that unique blend of passion and skill, does major damage on the offensive glass.
Curry against Paul. Inside, and Nene slams it in.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Curry kicks to Nowitzki. To the inside. Here's Noel, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Feeds to Nene. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Those three-pointers off the mark. For Dallas, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Barnes passes to Curry. It's Matthews on the wing. There's the pick. Jacks up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Matthews has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rockets trail. Paul dishes to Gordon. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Rockets.
And they love to spread the floor with shooting. A lot of three-point attempts, and that's been the league-wide direction, and this group has been no exception.
The Mavericks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. The feed now to Barnes. Outside for Curry. Looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him.
Great playmakers help everything run so smoothly. Excellent lead pass.
Rockets trail by 3. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Rick Carlisle.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
His shot is not on target right now. He better figure this out fast.
Gordon against Matthews. Gordon kicks to Paul. A baseline J, and he drops that one in. Dallas is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The dish to Noel. Baseline jumper. Second chance shot. And Matthews with the lay-in. Matthews has got 5.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments were missed right there.
A baseline J was shot by Paul, no good.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed that one.
Here's Barnes. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And now taking a look at some numbers for Noel. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 9th in blocks, 10th in rebounding, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
Gordon kicks to Paul. Anderson against Nowitzki. On the left block and off the glass. That one's good. Anderson's got his first bucket of the night. The Mavericks leading. Matthews with it. 8 points his last outing. To the middle. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Houston. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
Oh, man, the reserves were great. Give them credit. They provided intensity, energy. They gave the offense a tremendous boost.
Now, here's Matthews. 5 points in the game. Here's Nowitzki. Dallas again missing. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Gordon, the pass to Anderson. Can't hit from in close.
He's usually very dependable from that range, but the D got themselves in that play and got him off kilter.
Matthews dishes to Nowitzki. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki.
The defense got super lucky there because he does not miss many of those.
Gordon kicks to Anderson. The shot from the low post is good. Anderson's got his second basket of the game. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Chris, you've been a part of some great teams that knew how to work well together as a unit. What is needed, you think, from teammates in order to make that happen?
I think you need good leaders, and good leaders are always known to be great followers. And so I think you need great chemistry. Most importantly, talent, and the talent to execute, and a coach who understands and can deliver a message and inspire. And so it's a lot of moving parts. Number one, you just have to be blessed, lucky enough to be in the right situation at the right time.
Great way to put it. For the Rockets, Clint Capella comes in for Nene. And it's Ryan Kelly in for Ryan Anderson. Dallas also making some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Curry. The Mavericks trailing. Now here's Barea. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Capella sends it back. Ariza outside. Hall for 3. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
Relentless pressure. I think that was the key, forcing a number of big miscues, which swung the momentum of that game.
The Rockets shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Well, one thing that Chris Paul has always been known for is his presence, Greg, on the defensive end. Just a smart and fundamentally sound defender who knows certainly how to disrupt a ball handler.
No doubt. In the modern NBA, there are so many guards that can beat you one-on-one. But Paul makes your shots tougher than probably anybody else in the league. Still, with the quick hands, he will come up with more than his fair share of steals. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Ariza. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And barely anyone in the area, and still he whiffs on the bunny.
Oh, you got to respect the fearlessness of Ariza, slamming it through in style.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Measury kicks to Powell. Dallas again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
But when you watch Clint Capella play, you notice how smooth he moves for a center of his size. He gets off the floor easily to contest shots or grab boards. He can cover a lot of space in a short amount of time when acting as the help defender.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And with Capella in his movement, you also like what it does for him in transition.
Well, don't forget, Capella has that deceptive limp, too. You don't think he can take off from that far out and get a shot. But all of a sudden, boom, he's dunking right there on your dome or throwing your shot out to the third row for a souvenir for some kid to take home.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes well on D.
Now here's Paul. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Mejri. Back to Harris. Mejri kicks to Powell. Passes it to Harris. 5 to shoot. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Harris after Eric Gordon's bucket. Knocked loose to the inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Rockets leading by 7. Here's Paul. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rockets have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And that one misses.
Now, by this point, we all know the approach the Houston Rockets front office has taken to assemble a team. It's made for some great years for Houston, but they have yet to turn the corner.
And so it's Houston with it after Devin Harris's three-pointer that didn't go.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Tucker. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And frankly, I think he can play better, guys. I mean, even he would have to admit to that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And we see some coaches who keep their young players, Chris, on a very tight leash. They limit their minutes. They keep them on the bench. If they make a mistake, they're yanked quickly out of a game. Others give their youngsters more leeway, and they work to instill confidence in their play on the floor. How do you strike that right balance?
Well, I think you strike that right balance by knowing and understanding your player. You know, guys aren't just playing in games. Most time is spent in practices, so you're getting to know the habits of your player, the work ethic of your player, the mental capacity of your player. So many times coaches know before the first game how much they want to play or not play a guy. Now, it's up to you as a player to prove your coach wrong, and no matter how much trust he has in you, to continue to increase and to build on that trust that he's shown in you. But, you know, it's a fine, delicate balance. But what you want to make sure, though, is that every guy is accountable on both ends of the floor. Every guy is unselfish, and that you kind of promote leaders and you set a culture of leadership on your team. So I think a lot of it is up to the coach to set the tone, and usually great players will follow.
Well said. Another miss by Houston. Mavericks trail by 9. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Kelly. Kelly's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Tucker the pass to Hilliard. Kicks to Kelly. Powell pulls it in. Dallas shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. To the paint. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Guarded by Barea. And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. That's tipped. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Teamwork at its finest. Love the extra pass.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He feeds it to Powell. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, Capella is just fantastic at dunking it home, leaving no mistake on these kinds of chances near the hoop.
Now Barea. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The pass to Mejri. Dallas, no good that time either. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 11. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Let's hear from Trevor Ariza on his team's mentality coming in.
You're playing against a team that is very scrappy. You know, they want to win as well. You got to come ready to play. You got to be ready for everything, and you got to be ready to claw to get this win tonight.
Ariza might as well be describing his own game. Scrappy, ready to play, ready for anything, ready to claw to get that win.
Yeah, and he has been that kind of all-out guy going all the way back to his days at UCLA. When you combine that with his talent, he's a guy who, no matter where he's been, his teammates rave about him.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. In quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Oh, yeah, great communication. The guys are quick and rotating help and playing with a lot of energy.
Nene is out there with Anderson. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Hilliard in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dirk Nowitzki says he can still picture himself as that kid from Würzburg. And to him, it's surreal being listed among the legends atop the NBA scoring chart. But Coach Rick Carlisle is less circumspect. He said there's never been a 7-footer who's played his position the way he's played it to his age. And he has a lot of good basketball left in him. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. A game that's built to last. Dishes it to Nene. Here's Tucker. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And we take a look here at the shot chart.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
Here's Curry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Noel sets a screen for Curry. He kicks it to Nowitzki. From 17 feet out, will not go. This is off the front iron.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Curry. The turnaround jumper. Nowitzki, good. Nowitzki's got 6. Well, it's no secret, Chris, that Mike D'Antoni is an offensive-minded coach.
Well, everywhere he's gone, offense has not been the problems for his team. He's long been regarded as the mastermind of one of the best offensive teams ever with the Suns. A lot of his assistants from those days are now head coaches in the league or in front offices.
And on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when they're trailing, but I think he's just trying to give his team a spark.
And what a dunk it was. And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And the Rockets with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Nene slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Mavericks trail by 10. Got a piece of it. And Noel kicks to Matthews. And it's blocked. Tucker the pass to Hilliard. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Dallas calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Matthews dishes to Noel. Pass to Curry. There's a screen by Noel. Feeds to Nowitzki. Here's Matthews. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one drops. And Wes Matthews last summer coming off surgery to repair a torn Achilles tendon. Greg, were you surprised to see the Mavericks laid out 4 years and $70 million under those circumstances?
A bit of a gamble, but with the technology of recovery today, they had to feel pretty confident. And one of the toughest, most dedicated players we have in our league, they said if anyone could come back from this, it would be him. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Houston moving the ball around. Ring shot on the way, and the shot goes down. Anderson's got his third basket of the night.
And a big height advantage right there.
That's just a smart play. As soon as he caught the ball with the smaller man on him, he squared up and smoothly knocked that one down.
Now here's Curry. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. It's tipped. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch four, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Anderson. Well, it sure feels like more and more the league is demanded now. More players with skill at every position. Guys, Chris, who can dribble and pass and shoot. Do you think you'd have been even more valued if you played in today's game?
You know what? A legend once told me not to kind of look back and compare or to wonder about what could have been, and I don't know. I do like the fact that when I had that skill set, it was appreciated by my coach, teammates, and some fans, but for most people back then, they would say you're trying to do too much, or it doesn't mean anything to have 5 assists a game or to get guys involved. And, you know, for me, I just thought that the more you can do, the better you are at all skill sets, the more you kind of make yourself valuable to your team, the more you should be on the court, and it validates that. So for me, I just took all my favorite players and I stole from them. I wanted to be like them, and I thank the generations that came before me that allowed me to see what the game should look like, and then, you know, add my own little style and flair to it and do my own thing.
Good point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Look at this Rockets team. As impressive as they are on the offensive end, they do have their weak spots. One big one is rebounding and closing out possessions. They just give up way too many second chance looks.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the rebounding problems of the Rockets, Chris, makes a lot of sense with their lineups. They often will go small at the forward positions for stretches of time.
Well, that's their weakness, and that's the part where they can fall behind with rebounding. A lot of it is that they get out of position too often. Rebounding is one reason why they can falter defensively for long stretches of time.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Gordon. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Oklahoma City.
Don't forget about his playmaking. Kept his head up, found his teammates all night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Curry kicks to Barnes. It's deflected.
Oh, tremendous reach on the block by Ariza, making a real effort on defense.
Well, Harrison Barnes, Chris, loves that corner 3.
And Barnes is strong from that corner 3 spot, as you mentioned, to keep his three-point percentage high by favoring that spot. He's very comfortable shooting it from there, even if he's tightly guarded. And it also helps that he can put it on the floor and drive baseline and flush on you as well to keep defenders honest on him.
Second free throw, no good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Gordon. Outside for Nene. Anderson outside. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Anderson. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Dallas the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Incredible offensive tools. As a defender, you just don't know how to play them.
Houston leading by 14. And here is Paul. He has 7. Ariza has the open look. That 3 off the mark.
Even though he's struggling with the shot, it hasn't stopped his team from getting in front and maintaining this lead.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
And it's Gordon penetrating, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Houston, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Gordon.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. And it's Ryan Kelly in for Ryan Anderson. Both free throws good from Eric Gordon.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And Rick Carlisle wants a timeout. And the Mavericks last season acquiring Wes Matthews, they thought they'd make a huge free agent coup in acquiring center DeAndre Jordan, but he ended up backing out of his verbal agreement and then staying with the LA Clippers.
Yeah, a real gut punch moment for a franchise that had been trying for years to acquire a star center to pair with Dirk Nowitzki. But they recovered nicely with the signing of Zaza Pachulia, who had a huge season for them.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Well, I just think they're pressing too much, not really in the rhythm. Have to let the game come to you.
Mavericks trail by 16. Here's Barea. Pass to Mejri. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul passes to Gordon. Down low. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, wow, I just love the commitment by Capella. Rolling to the rim hard, even just after setting that perfect screen.
And so here is Dallas. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Paul against Barea. The shot's good from Paul.
And the fearlessness, willing to sacrifice his body for a high percentage look.
Harris with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates.
Houston leading by 15. Out left to the wing. Capella dishes to Kelly. Shoots. Mavericks with the rebound. Mejri's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires it up. But they get it back. Barea. Another miss by Barea. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. It's stolen by Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ryan Kelly. That's his first foul. Here's Barea. Inside to the inside. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Dallas shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And the free throw, no good. And for a while, Chris, it seemed that the Rockets were going to be the team to beat in the West for a few years.
Well, yeah, most of us thought Harden and Howard seemed like a great fit on paper, but something just never clicked. The window for their success seemed to be the most wide open when they made it to the conference finals 2 years back. Now, with Howard out of town, they'll have to rebuild and find a new core to build around.
Mavericks trail by 13 to the paint. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Barea's got 5 points so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Gordon kicks to Kelly. Back to Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 13 points in the game.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Oh, you asking me? The defense has been garbaggio. I've lost track. The D has been non-existent, and they've taken full advantage of it.
On the wing, Harris. Shot clock at 6. Here's the screen. Powell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He's getting better looks at the basket in the second quarter after failing to get it going in the first.
ball outside. He dishes it to Kelly. There's the feed to Gordon. Ariza outside. Looking to get back on track here. Got a piece of it. Correa, the pass to Harris. To the left wing. Corner shot.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. Rockets leading by 9. To the wing right side. To the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And the pass was right in stride. Extremely accurate setting up the shot.
Now here's Correa. He has 5. Now the dish to Powell. Off target with his 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far.
And guys, really the story for him has been his struggles from mid-range. I mean, some of them have been rushed. Others were just tightly contested. But he has to be a lot smarter on when to pull up or when to look for a teammate going forward in terms of winning this game.
Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Harris. Off target from outside. Kelly kicks to Hilliard. And he comes up with the deuce. Hilliard's got 6.
Well, that's the range you want to shoot it from if you can get there.
Down low. Here's Correa. There's 49 seconds left here in the second. It's rebounded by Houston. They led by as many as 18 points. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Here's Kelly. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Correa kicks to Powell. From downtown, they get a hand on it. Passes it to Hilliard. Back to Tucker. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Rockets ahead, up by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Eric Gordon taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a 5th, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. We're seeing a tremendous game from Eric Gordon.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Oh, yeah, he's crafty, very difficult to defend one-on-one. We may see more double teams roll his way the second half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Mavericks, Nowitzki is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then it's Matthews, and it's Curry in at the 1. The Mavericks have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Free throw, good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews. Here's Paul. Kicks it to Anderson. Back to Paul. Anderson outside. To the inside. Ariza, and Ariza with the stuff.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Curry dishes to Matthews. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires, buries the long-range jumper. Nowitzki's got 11 points.
Now see what I'm saying? It's that kind of unfair advantage at his height to shoot over guys that well from that deep. That's just sick.
Paul kicks to Ariza. Shoots from the baseline, off the left rim and out. Mavericks trail by 12. And Nerlens Noel, already an exceptional defender, but his offensive game is still a work in progress.
Yeah, they're trying to develop his free throw shot, and I think they're hoping his elbow jumper improves along with it. He can already pass and slash from the high post, and if he gets that jumper going, he'll have the makings of a triple threat.
Here is Paul after Wesley Matthews' score. Now Paul. He's got 9, and here they come. Here's Curry. They get a hand on it. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Houston leading by 10. Anderson passes to Nene. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Curry kicks to Nowitzki. The kick out to Matthews. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Paul. 8 points for Trevor Ariza.
It's clear to me. Is it clear to you that Ariza feels at home in the post? I mean, just working his way inside and nailing these quality shots.
Nowitzki a screen. That's a 2 from Matthews. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Got a piece of it. And here is Paul. He feeds it to Anderson. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. Some solid D from Nowitzki. Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in. Curry's got his first points of the night.
Takes what the defense allows. Has that soft floater in his back pocket.
Paul outside. There's the pass to Nene. To the paint. Here's Anderson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. And going into this last draft, some new rules allowing college players more leeway Chris, to test the NBA draft waters. Do you like that change?
I do like that change. I like it for the team, so they get a little more time to examine players and study and see who they really want. And I really like it for the players. You know, this is the biggest decision of some of these guys' lives, and being able to decide if you really want to go forward with it or do you need a little more time or evaluate where you are in the process. You know, I think that's very important, and so I think it's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah. Great points.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Well, I just think they're pressing too much, not really in the rhythm. Have to let the game come to you.
Here's Nowitzki. They get it back. Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's Paul, following the score by Dallas. Outside Gordon. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gordon's got 15 points. Mavericks trail by 12. Noel, a screen on Paul. Curry's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. Curry with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Nowitzki a screen. Noel sets a screen for Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Kept alive. The layup off target.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
Dallas, no good that time either.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Mavericks trail by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Curry dishes to Matthews. He kicks to Barnes. Nowitzki a screen. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's Barnes getting it to go. Barnes has got his 2nd basket.
Are you kidding me? That's too easy. Where's the defense?
Paul kicks to Gordon. Dishes it to Anderson. Some solid D from Nowitzki.
As soon as he made his drive to the bucket, the defense jumped right in and prevented him from finishing out. He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording a 3 during the first.
Ariza passes to Anderson. Who are the league's best setup artists? Let's check it out. 3rd is Chris Paul.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
At the line for 2.
Free throw, good, Anderson. And both free throws good for Anderson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
There's a screen by Noel. Over to the wing. Nowitzki outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Nowitzki's got 6 here in this quarter. Rockets leading by 11. Down low. And slam dunk by Nene.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
J.J. Barea checked in for Matthews. J.J. Barea. And Barea has it in the corner. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Nowitzki kicks to Barnes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. And it's 7 points for Barnes.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Guarded by Kerr. Here's Tucker. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks trail by 11.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Ryan Kelly comes in for Ryan Anderson. The Mavericks also with a sub. Powell's checked in. And so it's Dallas with him. Here's Curry. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Rockets leading by 11. Guarded by Curry. Goes up the baseline. From outside the arc. And Curry pulls it down. Dallas shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least.
Is he trying to get a shoe contract deal? Because he's showing no interest in moving the ball right now. He's
watch out. Watch out. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Barnes right side. Outside for Barea. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Tries a 3. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Out to the right wing. Kelly kicks to Capella. Here's Tucker. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now here's Barea. He has 5. Looking to get it going. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Inside. The Mavericks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Rockets leading by 10. Guarded by Barea. Pass to Capella. To the inside. Kelly got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. Hilliard kicks it to Tucker. Just 5 on the clock, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Barea, the pass to Mejri. Tries from 16. It's rebounded by Kelly. Kelly's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Tucker. Here's Capella. Feeds it to Tucker. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Houston. Lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. And of course Dallas, a game and a half out.
And I think for Dallas, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Yeah, but we all know it's completely different going from the preseason to the regular season. They aren't the same. But it's still disappointing considering how well they played in the preseason and how poorly they have performed to start this season.
That's good from Tucker. Both free throws good from Tucker. Mavericks trail by 12. Harris outside. Pass to Barea. Offensive rebound, Mavericks.
Just a rough game for him so far. No made shots so far, and his team is hurting because of it.
Rejected by Harris. Now here's Barea. He's guarded closely. Dallas again missing.
Now this would be a totally different ball game if his shot was on target like it usually is.
Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Mavericks trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here is Harris. He's covered closely, and the basket good by Mejri. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. The feed to Kelly. To the left wing. Here's Tucker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. 5th best, the Rockets.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. There's 1:34 left in the third. Here's Barea. 5 points in the game. He dishes it to Powell for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Ripped away. Only 1 man back on D. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Berea.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Capella kicks to Kelly. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Wasted no time on that one. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
The dish now to Tucker. Passes it to Hilliard. From 11 feet away. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Capella's got 4 this quarter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's the screen. Guarded by Tucker. But they'll get another chance.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
So it's the Rockets now. They led by as many as 18 points. Kicks it to Kelly. The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 7. And we'll be back right after this. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep your aggression up. I got a bunch of hard-playing guys out there, and there's a lot of missed shots. So we need everybody rebounding.
A call to arms, so to speak, for Rick Carlisle. Wanting all 5 guys to hit the glass in what's been a physical challenge so far.
And these are the games where your blood gets boiling. I mean, the adrenaline's pumping. Man, this is fun to watch.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Rockets leading by 7. Trevor Ariza out there with Ryan Anderson. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Nene. And at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Oh, the man with his signature slam. Don't let him get that deep.
Nowitzki a screen. And Matthews kicks to Barnes. To the paint. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Nene. And the first one drops. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Mavericks trail by 8. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
He now has 4 fouls. Whew. Only 2 left to spare.
And stolen by Noel. And there's the call on Nene. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Mavericks shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Nowitzki dishes to Noel. It's not going to go for him. So Houston will take it the other way. Gordon, the pass to Ariza. That shot is off.
The defense wasn't giving up any room, and he tried to beat them with better offense. Didn't work out there.
Now Curry. He feeds it to Nowitzki. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Houston. Nene's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Paul with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Nene kicks to Gordon. Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And that one's good. Barnes.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
They're taking any look they can get from there and just making it rain from the perimeter right now.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Reaves it dishes to Paul. Paul missing again. Mavericks trail by 5. Expanding his range. Matthews no good. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Ariza no luck. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Noel, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Even though the end is near, he is still fighting for the basket. That's just an awesome effort.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. A floater, and it's Gordon missing.
Well, first let's talk about the pick. That was as lazy of a screen as I've ever seen. You have to commit on it if you want to get your teammate open.
Outside Curry. Barnes outside. Rocket 6. Baseline try, and the rebound goes to Nene. Houston leading by 3 to stop the drought. Ariza no luck. And here is Curry. Barnes passes to Curry. He kicks it to Matthews. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. And for Houston, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. The shot's good from Paul.
Terrific ball movement. No surprise it leads to a good shot.
Mavericks trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
We use that pick just right.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Gordon against Matthews. Gordon kicks to Paul. Jumper off the screen, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Curry with the 3. Again, Curry missing. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Mavericks shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Barnes kicks to Curry. Stolen by Anderson. And it's the Rockets on the break. And Nene with the stop. Great game for him. Double-double down. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, and he reads it all the way, has that slide court awareness you have to be mindful of.
And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
And I think it's safe to say at this point that Chris Paul is one of the all-time greats at that point guard position. Just so strong in his ability to lead a team both offensively and defensively. And you know, you get everything you want from him as a lead guard. I mean, he's not afraid of the big moment. Also willing to be that vocal leader that you often need at times. Let's see if ultimately he can be rewarded with a chance to play for a championship.
Houston's hits them both. You talk about Paul as one of the great point guards. He led the way in the NBA for a long time as it became a more guard-centric league. And you know all about guard play.
Yeah, great point. And you talk to the other guards around the NBA, and they'll recognize Paul as a pathfinder for this generation. Everyone admires his competitiveness and attention to detail. And when it's all said and done, history will look kindly on his accomplishments.
The Mavericks trailing. It's tipped to tie it up. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Gordon a screen. Ariza dishes to Anderson. Kicks it out to Ariza. Shoots from the baseline. Some solid D from Nowitzki. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 14-4 run. And it's Matthews again missing. Rockets shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Anderson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Curry passes to Matthews. Nowitzki left side. Fires from deep. The Rockets pull it in. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gordon with it. Matthews covering. Rejected by Nowitzki. They retain possession. Gordon kicks to Ariza. Tries again. And that one, good. And the Rockets lead by 3.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Curry kicks to Nowitzki. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Great look, but off the mark. And for Houston, their shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth.
And the way Ariza uses his limb to get to the basket is just sensational, just tirelessly attacking the rim.
Mavericks trail by 5. Curry kicks to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just won up to pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Nene, the screen. Paul dishes to Ariza. The pass to Gordon. Kicks it out to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Drills it from outside. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Curry passes to Nowitzki. But they recover it.
They are really crashing the offensive glass, and it's paying off here.
And Dirk Nowitzki, wow, just continues to climb that all-time scoring list. You know, now he's in the top 10, and you know, I think he could get to the top 5 before it's all said and done. And a lot of times we view greatness based on that window where they're at their very best, but you also can view it when you look at guys who can sustain a level of excellence for a long period of time, and that's what I think really separates Dirk Nowitzki from so many others.
And Nowitzki alongside Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, and Kobe Bryant as the only players to score 27,000 points or more with one franchise.
Kevin, you think of the Mavericks, you think of Nowitzki. I mean, the greatest Maverick player ever. He's up there with Hakeem Olajuwon as the 2 greatest international players in league history.
Barea, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Rockets leading by 4. Gordon goes in. Here's Paul. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Barea against Paul. Barea kicks to Barnes. And Capella sends it back. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Paul. 3-pointer. Paul can't get that one to fall. Mavericks trail by 4. Barnes dishes to Barea. Noel wide open. He fires. Good. And it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And for Houston, they're shooting 41% for the game. Here's Gordon. Good D by Matthews. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Connects from 3-point range. Nowitzki's got 11 points here in just the second half. Rockets shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Ariza, right side. To the middle, deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Oh, I love the anticipation on that play. Might have stolen it if he were there just about a half a step sooner.
Gordon, the pass to Anderson. Back to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. And Anderson has it in the corner. And that time, also a missed shot. Dallas has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside.
Can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was one.
Matthews with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Got a hand on it. Paul with the ball. Inside. Ariza kicks to Gordon. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Harrison Barnes picks one up. Good on the first, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Now here's Barea. Nowitzki outside. Shot from free throw range. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Nowitzki's got 21. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
The screen. And it's rebounded by Dallas. Noel's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
How about that assist? Accurate toss inside for the high percentage look.
This is to Gordon. Pass to Ariza. Inside. Capella kicks to Anderson. Yes! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
That was massive.
Huge play there. You gotta love this game.
Dallas calls timeout. The Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Barnes dishes to Nowitzki. Curry. Here's Paul. It's Ariza on the wing. They get the rebound. On the wing, Gordon. Second chance shot. It's good.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Now, that's a gutsy take on his part to make that happen. Many would not have tried that over the larger defender.
.35 seconds left in the game. There's a screen by Noel. They set the pick. Nowitzki kicks to Noel. Sinks it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. Now Gordon. .19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Feeds it to Paul. Yes!
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're down by 2. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
If possible, I think you run something that lets you go for the 3. Take the best shot available.
Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki for 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if he can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you so much. And with this game in the books, we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game.
Oh my, you talk about a bench player having an impact? That's as big as it gets. And the crowd was loving it. Look at them, they're still here. Ernie, the game's over and they're jumping around, taking selfies, trying to get their followers up. Oh my, this came out of nowhere. Who is this guy?
His accuracy, wow. I was blown away by how consistent he was throughout this game. There's a part of you that thinks like, okay, another one and another one. It's going to be another one that goes in, and then you realize, you know what, it's just his night.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.